Hello, Velena Daunton.
What is it you want? You were told to stay out of my sight. I'll assume you're here to tender a resignation.
No, we're here to tell you that we don't need to worry about the Blackwood Company ever again, because I killed them all. Now, how about that promotion? It's a little deranged. I killed them all, and I burned down their base of operations in Leyawiin. I did a little bit of arson. I did a little bit of breaking and entering. I did a little bit of murder. How about that promotion? When we had last left the hero of Kvatch, well, of course, their adventures continued within the Fighters Guild, sort of, because this time, following a little bit of a promotion thanks to Burz Grokash and investigating some horror at Harlan's Watch, well, they were made the acquaintance once more. They were reunited once again with Modryn Oreyn, who had some stuff that needed to be done under the table, like capturing and torturing somebody. And of course, the hero of Kvatch was all the happy to oblige. And they got Ajum Kajin, a high-ranking member of the Blackwood Company, and took him there to Modryn Oreyn's house, and they beat the snot out of him. With that, they were able to find out some information, but not quite enough. So they set out to join and infiltrate none other than the Blackwood Company to find out their deep, dark secrets. Now it was time to go hit up their base of operations in Leyawiin. This is the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. Welcome back. Shoop, shoop. Man, thank goodness Glarthier doesn't live here. Otherwise, this would be definitely setting him off. D the Scalawag. Good lord. My man is just up here, lurking.
I'm so hungry.
Here, have some money.
Thank you, kind sir.
There you go.
Blessings
Enjoy.
of Julianos upon ye.
Okay. Blackwood Company Hall. Let's head over here. Good, good, good. And then... oh, it's quite nice here. I think I hear a woot root as well.
Hello. Have you ever spoken to Margard? She knows a lot about running a business and about alchemy.
Hello. She knows a lot
Jafazir.
about business.
Oh there.
I used to think you were a hero, a holy knight and all that. I guess I should have known better.
Oh, okay. Tell me... well, can I persuade you any? Oh, I can. Okay. Let's see here.
You win this one. You're good. I doubt it.
Good.
Not get away, please. I doubt it.
All right. Who are all these people? Who's Jahat?
Beg pardon. It is a word from the Tagra, meaning warrior for hire. In Tagra, the word is vaguely disreputable. Such a fighter fights for gold, rather than for clan or main. Of course, the Blackwood Company is mercenary in the Western sense. A reliable professional contractor for military services.
What do we mean when we say in the Western sense? What does that mean? With regards to Khajiit and elsewhere? Because I would say that elsewhere is further west than the vast majority of Cyrodiil, no? Am I mistaken in that? Like, what is the basis of our, like, cultural understanding here? When, like, that makes sense if we're talking, like, in real world terms, right? In some way, I can sort of, like, amalgamate a lot of that and make sense of it. But is elsewhere not, like, directly southwest of Cyrodiil? Like, right here in Leyawiin, elsewhere is west of us. Right? And then west of elsewhere is, Valenwood. What? What are we talking about? Are we speaking on, like, High Rock? Maybe? Is High Rock actually the, like, cultural epicenter for which we refer to? Because High Rock, maybe. But you would think it would be the Imperial City, Cyrodiil, and all of that we speak of. Okay. And anyway, especially with regards to the Fighters Guild or the Blackwood Company. You know? Yeah, I don't know. All right. Tell me about Leyawiin.
Blackwood refers in part to Blackwood Forest, but it also carries a reference to the Thorcat of charcoal warriors of Khajiit tradition.
Oh, okay. What of Paksich?
Excuse me. In the Imperial tongue, it means roughly clan chair, the seat of the clan patriarch. In the company, we use the term to mean leader, but it carries the sense of wise father, concern for the welfare of the whole family.
I don't remember any of this. Is this all new? I remember joining the Blackwood Company, but not ever talking to any of the members about stuff like this. All right, tell me about how I can join the Blackwood Company.
You want to join us? Another guild rat leaving the ship. Very well. Speak with Jitam Z. He handles recruitment here.
Okay.
Do you think what happened to Kvatch could happen here?
Certainly not.
What's the news from the other parts
Certainly
of town
not.
now?
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
Farewell.
So we'll speak with Jitam Z last. What's up with you, Rana?
Lieutenant Rana, Blackwood Company.
Tell me a rumor.
Bugak Robol has some good books at Southern Books. He's an odd one, though. Always seems ready for a fight.
Okay, tell me of Leyawiin.
My duties are primarily administrative. They keep me busy here in the Leyawiin barracks.
Okay, and can I persuade
For
you?
Of course. Sure, that's cute. What nonsense. No more, you're frightening me. That's pretty good. Yeah, don't, please, I'm sorry. Yeah, don't talk so, I accept. I have no, not now. Yes, whatever you say. That's
Okay.
not bad.
Great. Good talk.
Goodbye.
Well
Gil?
met. I am Gil.
Nice
Sergeant
hat.
of Sharpshooters, Blackwood Company.
Okay. Let me
For
persuade you first
we
real quick. Oh,
understand
shit, I
each other
bribed him.
perfectly.
Fuck me. Okay.
Goodness, I doubt a good one.
Okay. Tell me of Leyawiin.
Here I train our skirmishing specialists. You know, perhaps, that Argonians may be gifted spellcasters.
Okay.
Good day.
Let's see. Anything else around here? The Madness of Pelagius, Wolf Queen Volume 8, which I think is a volume that I've already got. Right? Is it Wolf Queen or The Wolf Queen? The Wolf Queen. Is there no other volume? Is this one of those books where there's just a volume 8? How have we not found at least one other volume? It's got to be one of those anthologies that are incomplete. Okay. Oh, hey, Argonian Account Book 2. Was that the one I needed? I think it was Book 3. Let's see. Yeah, Book 3.
How about mixing up some potions?
Damn near impossible to find Book 3 out here, huh? Got hard-locked chests I'm just free to pick open. Nothing much inside. It's really Brothers wine. Another library. Anything of interest to read? No, whole lot of duplicate manuals and stuff. Which, fair enough, I guess, you know. If it's meant to be, like, the library of an institution, you would expect other people to be renting out copies. So you'd want more than one of your, like, fundamentals. Okay. Where's that woot root at? Oh, there it is. Free to take. Oh, you're who I'm looking for. Okay. Oh, hello? Okay, sorry, I'm talking to everyone else first. I need a key to enter your room. But up here, also need a key. Okay, well, I guess we're talking to them. Good, good, good. Oh, whoops. Went down too low. Over here. Sure, Jedam
What
Z.
is it you want? Come for a job?
Something like that.
For you?
Can I persuade you any?
Of course.
Let's do it. You've got the original VO, too.
Don't try to... Real, That's great. Yeah, how's it go again? You can't scare me. Oh, don't waste your flatter. Really? Interesting. Not now, not later, not ever. What a great story. What a great... Oh, please. Oh, don't talk such rot. What none? You're wasting your breath. That works for me.
Okay. Hello, can I join the Blackwood Company?
You wish to join the Blackwood Company, do you? I think I've heard of you, though. Fighters Guild, aren't you? Done many jobs for them recently. Yes. What makes you want to join us?
Well, there's just no jobs with the guild.
No jobs? Ha! There is much work to be done here in Cyrodiil. The Blackwood Company is more than willing to do it. You don't look strong enough to me, though. A bit inexperienced, perhaps. Still, maybe we will find work for you. You may join, for now. Since you seem eager to get started, follow me to the training area. We've got the mission you might want a piece of.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. Let's see, anything in here? A pick and a torch. Get into this Blackwood Company equipment. Silver stuff and their shield. Their shields look so cool. Manual of arms. Nice desk here. Brief history of the Empire. A new guild for fighters. Of course you're reading that. Okay, let's head over to the training area. I find it very peculiar that there are so many Argonians here in the Blackwood Company. Given what we heard, right? Yeah, given what we heard, what they were doing. Weren't they settling, God, what was it? Were they settling land disputes or like retaking land that was lost by the Tamrielic Empire, right? They're sanctioned by the Tamrielic Empire to retake land in Blackmarsh in Argonia at the border between Cyrodiil and Argonia. They've been sanctioned by the Empire to take back that land for the Empire. No? So I guess I'm shocked that they are so filled to the brim with Argonians, right? You would think that they would actually have very few Argonians. You know, maybe a few here, but this many? I don't know. Huh. How odd. Do we ever find out why that is? Like, what they have, their big secret, you know, I'm talking about without spoiling too much, you know, for those who don't know what's coming up. But their big secret, it makes sense that they would have that after their work in that area. You know, it absolutely makes sense. It all checks out. But why would there be so many Argonian members in their ranks? Is it because of their big secret that so many Argonians decide to join up despite the fact that they were, like, directly engaged in, like, hostile conflicts at the borders of Blackmarsh and Cyrodiil, right? Like, that was their whole ordeal, is that they were over... Hang on, let's check the world map. Yeah, Blackwood. Yeah, and that's why they have such a strong presence here in Leyawiin. You would think that if you were, like, an Argonian who joined with the Blackwood Company, right, you would face some degree of, like, communal ostracization. You would become an ostrich. Anyway, let's go on in here. Okay. Great. Oh, this is what I was imagining from before. This is where it is. It just, the other Fighters Guild location just so happens to reuse the same modular part. Okay. Let's do a quick save. Look,
Before
another
every
Argonian.
mission, the settlement of Water's Edge has contracted us to
stow
take
my
care of
torch.
some goblins in the area. Apparently, they've been giving the locals some trouble. Shouldn't be a problem for you four, though. The three of you should be prepared by now. But as you see, we have a new recruit with us as well. I'll need a word with you, recruit.
Okay.
You'll need to be careful on this mission. Sometimes new recruits have complications. They are not used to our methods. Take this. It will increase your skills in battle. We use it often. It is a good thing.
Okay. Hist sap. What is this? You know what else I've noticed that's so peculiar? Sort of unrelated to the Blackwood Company and the Fighters Guild arc, but more so about Argonians, specifically, Argonian men. Why did they replace... Right, so if we look back, in the case of Nords and Orcs, right? If we like analyze the voice actor situation for the remaster, right? In the original, Nords and Orcs amongst men and women had one voice actor each, right? So all of the Nord men and all of the Orc men were voiced by one dude. Predominantly. And in the core game, all of the Nord women and all of the Orc women were, of course, famously voiced by one person. And the same is true for, I think every single elf as well, right? Yeah, I think every single, right, or I guess not every single elf if you want to get technical about it, right? But if you count Dunmer, Altmer, Bosmer, right? The big three, which technically there are more than that, as we have read, and as we know. But all Bosmer, Altmer, and Dunmer men are all voiced by one person in the original. And same goes for, on the flip side, all three of those races, all of their women were voiced by one person. So of course, it makes sense that, it makes some degree of sense that the remaster would liven that up a bit, you know, like we've seen, keep some iconic characters with their original voices, but for the most part, every single race, if you're a man or a woman, you have your own unique voice actor, right? So there's a new voice actor who does all of the Dunmer men, and they don't do anyone else, you know? There's a new voice actor for all of the Dunmer women, and as far as we know, they don't really offer their talents to anyone else. Where went the original voice actor for Argonian men and Khajiit men, right? When it comes to Argonian women, they have, for the most part, right, as it has been with Nord men, they predominantly kept the original VO for every Nord man. Same goes for Argonian women. They have predominantly kept the same voice actor for every Argonian woman. And then for every Khajiit woman, they have given them, for the most part, 90% of the time, the new voice actor. But when it comes to Argonian men, the vast majority of them, you know, like 80%-ish, I feel, have the new voice actor who we have heard before, right? In particular with the Thieves Guild, you know? This guy has the original VO. And if we look at the Khajiit men, they also have a new voiceover. They have a new voice actor. Why did they decide to do that? I feel as if the original VO for the Argonians, the Argonian men, would have been fine across the board, right? Like, doesn't this guy, he sounds Argonian enough, especially compared to who they have from Skyrim offering their voice in the remaster for Khajiit men, you know? Like, that dude sounds very Khajiit-y. He's like the iconic Khajiit voice, right? But here, why did we replace him out, you know? And it couldn't be that, like, the original guy who did the Argonian and Khajiit men voice, right? It couldn't be that, like, they did something fucked up, right? They couldn't have gotten canceled because we still have instances where they're in the game still, right? They haven't been fully replaced. Huh. But I don't know why this doesn't follow the same rule as everything else, right? It would stand to reason that you would think all Argonian men would predominantly retain their original voiceover. Or at the very least, it would be flip-flopped and they would all do... the original voiceover would be for Khajiit men. But that ain't true. How odd, right? It doesn't make any sense to me. Alright, anyway, what is this?
This? Why, it is a gift from the swamps of Argonia. Sap of the Hist. A present from my homeland. The Hist are generous to us. So generous.
You smuggle Hist sap?
Don't be stupid. We have returned with the Hist itself. One beautiful Hist who gives her gifts to all the company. The clever mages made it possible. Magic and iron. But this is not the time to talk. You drink your gift and go with your new brothers.
Yeah, how? How is this?
Drink. It is time to go.
Hang on, this is so weird to me that I'm literally going to look it up real quick right now on my phone. Right? Am I misremembering something about the Blackwood Company? I thought, didn't we learn that they were sanctioned from that? Let's see. Blackwood Company, Oblivion. Let's see here. Mercenary-like group that competes with the Fighters Guild. Known for taking less scrupulous jobs. Operate without moral qualms. Okay. The company began when a group of former soldiers failed to reclaim territory in Blackmarsh for the Emperor. They came to Leyawiin and continued to ply their mercenary trade, the company's second in command. Okay. Yeah, we don't need to know that. Yeah, how odd. After they failed to do it for the Emperor, so we were right. The only thing I was unaware of or forgot is that they actually failed in that attempt. Unless you think, like, they deliberately failed? No, because the Empire would have found out and, like, their heads would have rolled, you know? Especially with them all being, like, them having a very heavy Argonian population. Okay. Sure. Hello.
Come on, drink up.
Yeah, see? This is the new Argonian man.
Let's go, rookie. Drink up and we'll head out.
Drink, drink. We need to go.
Who are you?
Drink, drink. We need to go.
Oh, you're a Khajiit.
Drink, drink. We need to go.
Okay. Alright, let's see. Anything else good around here? Before I start drinking? Before I start slurping? Anything over here? Okay. Let's see, where is that? Hist sap. There we go. I've ingested the Hist sap potion. I feel a strange feeling coming over me. I remember asking this in the original playthrough. But is there any unique reactivity here for if you do this as an Argonian? Because there should be. There should be, I feel. But I don't think there is, right? Okay. Oh. All right. We've arrived at Water's Edge, which it seems to have been... We've arrived at Water's Edge, which it seems has been overrun by goblins. I've been given the order to attack.
Moving! Kill the goblins! All of them!
Yeah, kill the goblins! Here, this is the perfect opportunity for me to also train up my hand-to-hand, right? Kill them gobbos! God, there's so many of them. Kill all them gobbos! Here, I'm going to use my special magic staff as well on them. I'm going to corrupt a gobbo. Oh, shit. Okay. There we go. No, it didn't work. Okay, well, it was a lot of effort for very little payoff. Die, you vicious gobbos! Good job, men. We've taken them out. Big time. Okay.
There are still goblins around. Can't you smell them? They're still here. Check the houses.
Oh my gosh. You can smell
There
them?
are more around. Look in the houses. You finished the cleanup, New Blood. Look in the houses. Get moving so we can go home.
Okay.
I can still smell the things. Look in the houses.
Okay.
There are more around. Look in the houses.
All right. Knock, knock. I'm coming in, you goblin filth. I'm gonna do to you like I did at the start of Baldur's Gate 3. Ah! Vicious gobbo! Beat the crap out of him. Okay, is there anything good in here? There's 1 gold. Okay. Good. Let's get on out of here. And then we'll go over to the other houses. How many are there? 3? Oh wait, was that it? The goblins invading Water's Edge have been defeated. I guess there was just 1 in there. Shit, I wanted to look through the other houses. Okay.
Good.
Where am
You're
I?
finally awake. I was beginning to get a bit concerned about you.
Oh, Modryn Oreyn, what are you doing here? What are you doing here naked? I mean, I know you're naked now normally, but that's not on account of me being here too, is it? All right, what happened?
That's what I was getting ready to ask you. You were found unconscious on the streets in Leyawiin. Some of your guild brothers found you and brought you to me. Good to see some of them think like we do. Now, what happened out there?
Oh, they didn't notice anything about me, right? They didn't like notice anything interesting about how I perform in daylight or anything about me maybe not liking garlic or that my teeth maybe are a little not normal. They didn't notice anything like that, did they? Oh, no? No? Okay, good. How about a rumor?
Did you hear that Dharma came back safe and sound?
Dude, he loves Dharma. All right. Yeah, I drank Hist sap.
They're using Hist sap, and they claim to have brought a tree into Cyrodiil? Amazing. I can't imagine what the sap might do to non-Argonians. I'm not surprised you were found the way you were. I imagine those men have built up a tolerance to the stuff. I'm concerned about Water's Edge. I want you to go back there. Make sure the company hasn't ousted the residents. Lay low.
Okay. What is Hist sap exactly?
Amazing. And insane. I'll look into it further.
It is very wild. It is very, like, the more you know about Hist and Hist trees, the more fucking wild it seems that a non-Argonian would imbibe it. Because even knowing about it, it still seems wild that even an Argonian would imbibe it. Right? I forget if we actually learn more about Hist trees and Hist sap here during this quest arc, so I'll refrain from saying too much in case, you know, it'll lessen the degree of the reveal here, but it is so wild. Okay, tell me more about Water's Edge.
I'm worried about those people. The Blackwood Company can't be trusted with their lives and homes. Get there and look into it.
Okay, I'll do it.
I'll wait here.
I mean, it's probably fine. I was there after all, right? Couldn't be too bad. Damn, you took me all the way to Coral? I thought we would be in, like, the Leyawiin Guild Hall. Okay. Oh, man. It only just occurred to me. That's why you can't get any quests in the Leyawiin Guild Hall. Is it? Aw, look at them. Oh my gosh.
Yes?
Alright, let's get out of here. But yeah, that's why the Leyawiin Fighters Guild Hall doesn't have any quests for you, because the Blackwood Company is present. Okay, let's travel over. Good, good, good. Okay. Hi, Prior Mabel. Anything going on out here? Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of dead sheep inexplicably out here. There's a whole bunch of mutton. Oh my gosh, and there's dead people. There's a dead Marie Alouette. With some money. And Edouard Retienne. And Jolie Retienne with the Labubu wear. Oh. Marcel. Hello. What the hell happened here, man?
This can't be happening. This is horrible. My poor Bienna. Poor, sweet Bienna. What monsters would do this? How can this have happened?
What happened here? Was it goblins?
I wish I knew. They're all dead, all of them. Even my poor, sweet Bienna. You're the one who helped her, aren't you? You helped her pay my debt. I heard about you. She never hurt anyone. Who could have done this? What monster would do this? It wasn't the goblins. It had to have been bandits. But why? We have nothing. Please go. I must bury our dead.
Oh my god. I forgot the detail of this guy being the one whose debt you pay off with the Fighters Guild. I forgot about that. Okay. Sure. Can I go inside of one of the buildings now? I think I should be able to. Hide away my torch, and we'll sneak in, slunk in. Okay. Isn't this the house we were inside of? Yeah. Okay. Over here. Good, good, good. Okay. Edouard's. I think Prior Mabel is detecting me. Yeah, nothing much in here. Okay. Yeah, let's head on out. We'll check the last one, just in case. Good. And then over this way into Marie's. Cool. Got a free torch in there. I'll take that. Nothing much else. Okay. Let's get on out of here. And then I guess we'll fast travel over to... Where's my marker at? Are we to report back to the Blackwood Company? No, we're going back to Modryn Oreyn. Yeah, okay. Here we are, all the way back out here to Coral. Great. And we haven't, through our journal, we haven't made any grim realizations. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we did. We didn't get a prompt to pop up, did we? Huh. I've returned to Water's Edge to a gruesome sight. Bien Emilien's father stands over the corpses of his daughter and the rest of the settlement. There are corpses all around. Not goblin corpses, as it had appeared in my Hist-sap-clouded mind, but human corpses. The Blackwood Company and I slaughtered the entire population of Water's Edge. I must return to Oreyn immediately. Right, okay. So they do up and, they do out and say it right there. Yeah, one of, I would say, because of some stuff like that, in this, going on with the Blackwood Company here with, like, the Hist-sap and all of that, I think, narratively speaking, the Fighters Guild is one of the most satisfying ones in the entire game. I enjoy the little narrative twists and turns. Right, I would say, for me personally, I think it outranks the Dark Brotherhood. Mechanically, the whodunit quest for the Dark Brotherhood, it takes the cake on everything, right? But narratively, man, I love the writing for the Fighters Guild because you get so many recurring characters, and like it's so well done about how it builds up sort of like a villainous force, that being the Blackwood Company, and sort of having this like inter-guild dispute, and it does it all without having like some sort of big super evil, you know, sort of like Mannimarco like figure, you know? I like it a lot.
Well,
the I would say that although I do enjoy like the ins and outs of doing more goodly things with the Thieves Guild, the situation with Hieronymus Lex and the Legion, it's clearly not the focal point of it, right? What is the focal point is the identity of the Grey Fox and then the curse of Nocturnal, right? You pivot like 2/3 of the way through to it being about that. I think maybe I would like the Thieves Guild arc more if like the big final few quests and like the big culmination of everything was about sort of taking a dump on Hieronymus Lex more, or being about sifting out this sort of corruption within the Imperial Legion, you know, especially around the waterfront, the whole guard situation, right? I think that there's so much more potential there, but yeah, you really pivot like 2/3 of the way through to being like more mystical in nature, right? I guess I just enjoy how kind of mundane things are here. Which, true enough, it does get a little bit mystical with regards to the Hist-sap, you know? But it pales in comparison to, like, the Grey Cowl of Nocturnal, the Grey Fox, Mannimarco's return, stuff like that. Anyway, Modryn Oreyn.
Well, what did you find at Water's Edge?
I seem to have killed a whole bunch of innocent people.
No, the entire town. I realize you must be disgusted with yourself. I'm sorry for that. It was the Hist-sap, though, not you. We now know the threat this group poses, perhaps better than they themselves know it. We must take decisive action now.
Okay. It is wild to me that Hist-sap, of all things, would... Maybe just the way in which it clouds your mind and makes you conjure up something familiar. But what if it chose specifically to show gobos, right? Does the Hist-sap have something against gobos? Does Hist have it out for goblins in some way? If anything, you know, given not too recent events, like with the Arnesian War, you would think they would all be like Dunmer, right? They would all be Dunmer or something like that, right? Okay, tell me some duties.
It is clear to me what must be done. The Hist tree must be destroyed.
You want to destroy the Hist tree?
This tree is the source of our problems. It is an abomination of nature, and it must be destroyed.
Spoken like a true
the
Dunmer.
Blackwood Company has access to the sap, we are all in danger. I fear they no longer know what they do. You must find a way to destroy the Hist, though I can imagine Reza Kar will have it well guarded. Expect an unfriendly welcome at their hall.
Okay. Why do you think it's an abomination? They don't really tell you, right? Like, I understand why he would say that it's an abomination, but he hasn't really said to us, right? Like, if you're a person playing through the game for the first time, we have very little concept of, like, what Hist is, you know? This really only works in a sort of Morrowind way, wherein you know beyond the sort of confines of the quest arc what Hist is, what Hist sap is, why it's important to Argonians, and why it's relevant here at the Blackwood, on the border of Cyrodiil and Argonia and Blackmarsh, you know? Alright, tell me more about Reza Kar.
He's a warrior, a battle-hardened mercenary who's spent time all over Tamriel. He'll keep his prize tree locked away. You'll need to find his key.
Okay.
Finish it.
Sure. Well, let's head on out. Let's finish it. Like I said, though, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me as to why there are so many Argonians up in the Blackwood Company, down to this dude being the leader, you know, like the figurehead. And we've already kidnapped, right? Ajum Kajin was another high-ranking, like, executive within the Blackwood Company who was Argonian as well. A lot of it doesn't fucking add up, you know? Like, if anything, it would make more sense if, right, for instance, non-Argonians in this, like, effectively private military company wielded by the Emperor that failed, and it's now having success as a PMC proper, use this, like, performance-enhancing drug, the Hist, to carry out their stuff. It's what's giving them the edge, but they don't understand it. They don't understand what's going on with it, you know? And the way in which you and the Fighters Guild come to know is because you do have Argonians in the Fighters Guild, and they tell you, they give you information on, like, what is the Hist, why is it making people like this, and, you know, it makes so much more sense if the history is like a seized asset from their exploits in that area, and they kind of just, like, brought it back, right? Which maybe they did, but it's just shocking that a bunch of Argonians would do it. You know, it could be anybody else, but it's shocking that there are so many Argonians doing it. That's what doesn't really fully make sense to me. Okay, let's head to Leyawiin again. Good. Which I am pretty sure we're nearly at the end of
Greetings to you.
The Fighters Guild here, right? This is like the big finale. Let's do a quick save. And then over here. Let's see. Blackwood Company Hall. Which we're probably going to have to beat them all up. Hello.
You are no longer one of us. Fighters Guild spy, traitor. Your life is forfeit.
Oh my gosh. Ooh. Better re-equip my weapon.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
Whew.
That the best you can do?
I fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
Show me what
Get him, Gordon. Whew. There we are. Blackwood shield. I'll take that. Room key. Daedric claymore. I'll take those. What's this? Longsword of the Inferno. Boo. I was hoping for a short sword. Oh my god, look at all these different arrows you've got. You've also got a canopy helmet. Okay. Should I take all these wild arrows? I guess. Why not? Greaves of Poise. Oh, we've seen that before. Same goes for the canopy helmet. Okay. Not a lot of them, of each, but in totality, a decent chunk. Okay. I think this is maybe the second or third time in the entire game where we've killed some sort of archer lord and they had like a bazillion different kinds of arrows. Okay. Then, do we need to go into the basement, the training hall? No. I don't know that we can ever go back in there, actually, as I think of it. Okay. Well, let's go into Jeetam Z's room. Or, you know what? Let's go into these other ones real fast. Oh, I don't have the key. Okay, never mind. Good.
That's the best you can do?
Take your woot root. Daedric longsword again. Grabbing all that. Yeah, all Blackwood Company stuff. Which, do you think I should take it? I mean, I'm not really going to use it. It's just a palette swap on the steel armor. It is really cool, though, that it is unenchanted. Right? That's really good. So if you did want to use it. But, you know, it's just like the... well, not just like it, because it does look alright. But we want to eventually swap over to clothing. Right. I was about to say just like the remastered, unique, exclusive armor. Which my problem with those is that they felt way more in line with like the Shivering Isles in the core game. A lot more high fantasy. Okay, let's head over here. Good, and then... So do I never get the key for this? Oh no, okay. Use the car's room.
Showing your face was the last mistake you'll ever make.
Alright. I've killed Rizakar. I should get the basement key from his corpse. He had a claymore of the Inferno. Okay. And a battle axe of the Inferno. Man, dude was equipped. And he's got the full set. I mean, I guess I could take these, loot them, and drop them right here in the ground. And if I ever really wanted them, I could come back here, but I don't think I do. Okay. Yeah. Great. Anything else that I do actually want here? I don't think so. Sure. Very hard lock. We'll pick into that. 3 big ones. Cupboard filled with just some clothing. Okay, let's head on out this way. Okay, down here. Alright, let's head on into the basement through this route. Great. The tree has become a perversion of nature. It is surrounded by alien machinery. If I am to destroy this monstrosity, I will need to find a way to destroy the machinery that surrounds it. Look, here's voices in the air.
Do your worst.
Sings like thunder.
Die, damn you! It ends here.
Whew. Good lord. Did the creamy man survive that? I don't think he did. But I don't see his body. Maybe he ran out the door. Okay. Oh, I'm all out of magicka pots, apparently. Maybe I need to bind more. Let's see here. Yeah. Sings like thunder. Hey, a Daedric short sword. How's it look? Have I found one before? I feel like I have. Oh yeah, I don't really care for the look of them. Yeah, they just look like a big old glob of crap. Grand Amulet of Absorption. I guess I'll take that. Is this another... Yeah, another Daedric short sword. Oh shit, I am encumbered a bit. Okay. Let's see, I should probably drop off a bunch of this ectoplasm at some point, huh? Let's see here. What should I get rid of? I mean, I guess I could take these, like, potions of magicka and all of that. Yeah, see, we're carrying around so many of these ingredients. Okay. Sure, you know what? For now, I'll just use my one ability. Yeah, I'll ease burden. There we go. Okay. Let's get a look at the tree in the remaster. Looks a lot better than it used to. I remember this room looking really wild. Like the lighting being really horrible. Okay. Loose pipe. Sure. Can I take some loose pipe? Sure can. Boiler activate. Oh my god, they're mixing blueberries. Empty Hist bottle. Sap storage tank. More empty Hist bottles. Fundaments of alchemy. Oh, see, I really wish that there was like a journal on one of these two that shed more light on this. And this is like, you know, in their little laboratory, this is like one of the perfect places for one, where it would feel very natural. Okay. Good. Yeah, it is this, like, part of the Fighters Guild arc that really makes me think that, with Blackwood, the Blackwood Company, they are very directly, right, critiquing the real-world Blackwater Company with all of this here. You know, whoever wrote this quest arc. Right, it feels way too on the nose to be just, like, coincidence. Okay. Sap machine. Was there actually some gooping through there? Oh yeah. There's a bit of like light traveling around in it. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. We use the loose pipe. I see. What about the boiler? Okay. I've destroyed the machinery surrounding the Hist tree. The tree was destroyed in the process. I should return to Oreyn. I think the animation is brand new too. Right? I think all it did in the original is it just stopped. It didn't, like, physically fall apart. It did catch on fire, if I remember correctly. But I don't remember it, like, falling all apart like this. The gears and cogs going everywhere. Can't pick those up, can I? No. If only. Okay. I feel like we should be taking all this sap out of here, though. Okay. Sure. Let's head on out.
You've ruined everything. Why? Why? I had a job. I had a home. You've taken it all. I'll kill you for this.
Damn you, Magleer! Shit, I've got my Daedric short sword that I was looking at.
That's the best you can do? Ha! You'll never take me down!
Great. Yeah, very cool having Magleer come back and all of that. And have him kind of be like a figure throughout all of this. Who's kind of like on your side, but then comes to be a bit of a freak. Okay. Good. Let's head on out of here. Yeah, I like a whole lot of the stuff about the Blackwood Company, but I don't think it makes a lick of sense that they would have such a heavy Argonian population. Given what they were doing with the history, and given that they were sponsored by the Empire to take over, to reclaim lost land. Right? None of that makes sense. I feel like there's a way you could write around that and say that they elected to... Right, they chose to not succeed. Like, they deliberately thwarted their own ability to reclaim that land. But in that case, I feel like the Fighters Guild here would be tasked with killing them. You know, from the get-go. Because they're, like, traitors to the state. I don't know. Okay. Let's ease burden again. We'll just drop off this extra crap up here. There we are. Good, good, good. Stash these short swords in our chest next to our bed. Oh, and you know what? I think I have a butt or two as well. Yeah, 2 butts for the collection. There we go. And I don't need the vault. I'm gonna put these in the important chest. I'll put the ingredients up here too. Why not? Is there another little bag over here? No. Okay. Let's see. Put those in there. And a rug dump sword as well. Great. And you know what? While I'm at it, let's stash some of these very heavy alchemy ingredients I don't make much use of. Okay. Sure, ectoplasm. Frost salts. Human blood I'll stash. Okay. Newheim's special brew. The painted troll fat, of course. Famous potato bread. And void salts, of which we have loads. Vampire dust, too. Okay. That'll do it. Great. And then let's head out and over to Coral. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about taking potions that also have Fortify Magicka as well as Restore Magicka, because the Fortify, like we had pointed out earlier, the Fortify Magicka effect always lasts so much longer than the Restore Magicka, and if that's still ticking, I can't drink another potion, right? It's considered like I still have an effect active. Which I would so much rather just every time I have a potion ticking, it have Restore Magicka active.
You're a fit one.
They say someone finally laid poor Lord
Okay, let's head over here. Back to Modryn Oreyn. Level up the old alteration a smidge while we're making our way over.
You look like a shrewd businessman.
Okay. Here we are. Good. And I think we get our special prize. Don't we? Modryn Oreyn unleashes something beautiful. Right? Or is it not yet? Oh, not yet. Okay. Hello, Modryn Oreyn.
Have you done it? Have you destroyed that foul tree?
I have. I destroyed it. I burnt it.
Well done.
And I killed all of them.
With that tree gone, the Blackwood Company is just another band of mercenaries. Cyrodiil is a safer place for what you've done.
They're a pile of corpses. I killed them all.
Take this. May it serve you well. Now, you should tell Velena Daunton what has happened. Perhaps she will understand what it is we have done. I believe our work is now finished. You are a fine soldier, my friend. You've made me proud.
Yeah, or she'll be incredibly pissed about us going going around her. Okay. Thanks for this helmet, by the way, that you've just given me without mentioning. What's up with this Helm of Oreyn Bearclaw? Is that you?
It belonged to an ancestor, Oreyn Bearclaw, but was lost for centuries. It was found only when Malakath wrongly believed my family line ended. It was returned to me by a stranger from my homeland, Morrowind. Wear it proudly. Perhaps you can help restore the glory of my family's name.
Okay, thanks.
Tell her right away.
What he alludes to with, like, his familial line dying off, or whatever, and the last name Bearclaw, is Modryn Oreyn part Nord? Is that what it is? Is that what's going on, that he's part Nord? And somewhere along the line, you know, it's a story as old as time. Despite everything, despite the horrible bigotry and tensions between the two, somewhere along the line, a Nord and a Dunmer shacked up and had a fucking baby. Okay. Cool. Unfortunately, it's still not very good. Right, it's actually quite bad. Very fun and unique looking, but ultimately, real awful. Okay, well, let's get on out of here. Anything else?
I used to think you were a hero.
Okay.
Tell her right away.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her that you used to think I was a hero. She frankly, she says the same thing about you. Right, frankly, that's what she probably was thinking about you, Modryn, when she gave you the boot. Okay.
You've got some nimble fingers.
Head on out over this way. Good.
It's you.
Look at us. We're getting pretty good progress on our alteration. This little water breathing situation, or water walking, getting us quite the bit of progress. We'll be up to 50 in no time. Okay, up and over here. Hello, Velena Daunton.
What is it you want? You were told to stay out of my sight. I'll assume you're here to tender a resignation.
No, we're here to tell you that we don't need to worry about the Blackwood Company ever again, because I killed them all. Now, how about that promotion? It's a little deranged. I killed them all, and I burned down their base of operations in Leyawiin. I did a little bit of arson. I did a little bit of breaking and entering. I did a little bit of murder. How about that promotion? All right. Can you tell me about a rumor real quick?
Hey, you're the one they call the hero of Kvatch, aren't you?
I sure am. Let's talk about the Blackwood Company.
You've done what? I had no idea it had gotten so bad. How is it you accomplished all of this?
I worked with Modryn Oreyn. I did it on my own. I worked with Modryn Oreyn.
With Oreyn? He was dismissed. I should expel you now. But no, it isn't Oreyn who is to blame. I fear it is I. I love the Fighters Guild and all its members, perhaps to a fault. I fear my concern for them has made me blind to what's been happening around me. If it were not for you and Oreyn, I dare not think it. Now we must speak about what you've done and how it will affect any further advancement.
I feel like, having replayed this, I feel like she didn't do, that bad. I think the worst thing that she's done is just maybe theoretically overprotecting her children, which kind of in turn set them forth down a road to perhaps rebel and seek out even greater danger than they would have if she just permitted them to behave normally and do regular jobs. I think that's possible. That said, in this case, it was a freak accident. It was definitely a freak accident. And she kind of got over it, right? She permitted her youngest son, Varanus, to go out and do a contract, right? That was under her watch. Yeah, I don't think she's that bad. I feel like she acted with the best she could with the information she had. I feel like she's not that horrible. And I don't even think that Modryn Oreyn thinks that she is either. I think Modryn Oreyn is we're operating on the same page here and thinking that yeah, she did the best she could with the information she had. How was she supposed to know? Okay. Let's talk about advancement.
Because of your actions, I am hereby stripping you of your rank of champion. You were reckless, foolhardy, and dangerous to yourself and the guild. They were also brave and necessary. Because of this, I am hereby naming you Master of the Fighters Guild, effective immediately. The guild has passed me by. You are its future. Take your responsibilities seriously. I wish you luck. You still have many duties to perform.
Oh, do I really? What other duties do I have?
Your first duty should be to name your second in command. I can think of no one better for this job than Modryn Oreyn. Should he accept the position, you would be well served. Rely on his wisdom and experience more than I did, my friend. Good luck.
Yeah, okay. She probably would have given the promotion to Guildmaster to Modryn Oreyn if she knew about what happened at Water's Edge. If she knew that I maybe got a little bit high on his sap and maybe killed 5 innocent people.
You too.
Okay. Right, I feel as though, first of all, I feel like she's fine, right? She doesn't need to step down. I feel like she's being way too overly harsh on herself. And second of all, if we truly must go down that route, it should not be me who's in charge of the guild. It should be Modryn Oreyn, right? It should be the other way around, that I'm second in command. Okay. But alas, it is an Elder Scrolls guild arc. So of course we must end up at the head of everything. Alright, let's head on over here. Good. Okay. A lot of back and forth here, huh? Great. Okay. Oh there, Modryn Oreyn.
Did you speak with Valena? How did she react?
Well, I got expelled, and then I got promoted and reintegrated, reinstated. And I got made the Guildmaster, and now I'm going to make you second in command.
Ha! Made you Guildmaster? Amazing! You earned it, though you'll likely muck it all up. So, what are you going to do with your newfound rank?
I'm gonna make you my second in command, Modryn Oreyn.
Me? Pah! I was just getting used to being retired. You can see how good my painting is getting. I'm an old man. I've done my time. Then again, someone has to keep you in line. Make sure you don't bring the guild down around our ears. I'll do it,
This is such
Guildmaster.
a...
Just come to me when you want to assign duties to the guild. I'll make sure they get done.
Such a, like, 1980s action movie ending, right? Where he's like, but I guess someone needs to keep you in line, kid, right? I'm getting too old for this shit. but I guess you're gonna need somebody. I'll do it. Sign me up. Sign me up. Put my name down. Make sure Modryn Oreyn is there at the top. All right, tell me about duties.
Well, you're in charge. You won't be doing the contracts, but the master is always paid a percentage of the guild's monthly take. Check with me monthly to give orders for the month. I'll make it happen. If I don't hear from you, I'll follow the previous month's orders. You can find your monthly stipend in the master's chest upstairs, along with anything we find that you might find useful. Here's the key. So, what are your first orders, Guildmaster?
Focus on both equally. Focus on getting contracts. Focus on recruitment. Well, let's focus on getting contracts, because that was the biggest issue, right? Recruitment wasn't a problem. Especially, it's definitely not going to... I mean, I guess in a way it was a problem, but we were losing members because we didn't have contracts. Yeah, focus on getting contracts.
Works for me. More contracts keep the men busy and out of trouble. It also helps bring in more gold, which benefits us all. When more men are out there completing contracts, we all make more money, including you. I'll get on it.
Yeah, if you pick the other one, is it that you get more items? Duties?
I've got my orders for now. Check back in a month or so, and we can talk about what to do next.
Okay. Well, maybe I changed my mind, Modryn.
Farewell.
Okay, well, here it is. His amazing artwork. That's right. Us torturing the hell out of Ajum Kachin. He loved it so much, he drew a cool picture. Wow. Folks, give it up for fucking Modryn Oreyn. I like how he even gave him... You know, I used to think that this was his nose right here, but I don't know if it is. I think that might be his mustache. Right, because there's his beard. Is this his mustache poking out? Because look, it's in black just like his hair, whereas he elected to make his flesh purple. Which, is definitely a choice. Okay. Modryn, you should have drawn some tears on Ajum Kachin. Also, don't forget, we were beating him up. We weren't even sorting him. Or maybe this is supposed to be the leader of the Blackwood Company, and it's not even Ajum Kachin. Right? He's fantasizing about knocking the shit, or I guess running him through. What was their name? Jedam Z, I think. Alright. Well, let's head over here. We'll check out the guild location. See if there's anything else good we can get. Alright. Up and over here.
Hello.
Because we need to take a peek inside that treasure chest. I do appreciate that they have little things that, like the world keeps chugging along. You know, you have reason to return back. They fill up your treasure chest with some goodies. You know? Similar to the, what do you call it, the Mages Guild. Getting more ingredients for you if you put them in that one chest. Hello.
You know, I saw your fight against the Grey Prince. Nobody thought that orc could be beat. But you showed them all.
Tell me a rumor?
Oreyn and the new master have saved the guild, sure enough. But we can't let it go to their heads.
Okay. It's me, by the way. But you're talking about me. Anybody else down here? Now here, let's Let's go over this way. Are they in the basement snoozing? I wouldn't mind chatting up more guild members, but maybe we'll just wait. Oh yeah, here we go.
A pleasure to speak with you.
No, nothing new.
You too.
Maybe they have nothing for me. Okay, fair enough. Well, let's get on out of here. Okay. So, what else should we do next? I mean, I guess we have this. The rock shatter weapon. Yeah, we probably ought to get rid of that. Seems like a good play. Okay. I'll activate it. Open in map. Oh, where do I need to take it? I've come across an unusual mace named Rock Shatter on the body of a Nord. The mace has a worn inscription on the haft reading to Maeva and Bjalfi in honor of your weapon, in honor of your union. I should hang on to this weapon, as I'm sure Maeva will want to know of her late husband's fate. I don't know where Maeva is, though. Okay. Well, let's go turn in our Nirn route. I figure now's as good a time as any to deal with some, like, interstitial little bits of business. Okay. That way, if we decide to resume either the main quest or do the, Dark Brotherhood, we can do that at the start of a video. Okay. And sort of have that be like our title. That way it's a little bit more neatly organized for people who want to skip around if they do. Okay, let's turn this in. Up and over here. Good. Oh,
Please,
over this way.
by all means.
Great. And is there another fort somewhere that I could go into and get some damn Shadow Banish wine? Because it would be nice to clear that out. Oh, Sindarian's place is locked. Shit. Okay. Well, the innkeeper is snoozing, so I'm gonna just break in. Okay. Rise and shine, Sindarian. Look at what I got for you. A bunch of woot root.
You're not so... Hey, good to see you again.
Yeah, that's right. It is good to see you as well. How about that elixir of exploration?
You're truly a master explorer.
Oh,
to imagine you've actually acquired 30 more samples, I'm astounded. As I'm sure you guessed, to make the grand version of the elixir of exploration, we'll take still more samples of Nirnroot. 40 to be exact. Good luck.
Thanks.
Oh, and as before, you can pick up your free elixir in 24 hours.
Okay.
Be patient.
Oh, all right. Goodbye. Let's get out of here before he calls the cops on me. So how many do I have right now? I think I have like 2 or something, if I handed over all 30. Let's see, Nirnroot. Oh no, I've got 22. Okay, so I'm a little over halfway there. Well, that works. Okay. And then, as for other quests, Knife in the Dark is the Dark Brotherhood. The arena, I need not do that. Arnora Oreyn of Bruma is looking for some help recovering some money that was stolen from her. Could do that. Let's have a look around, though, for any little... What do you call them? It's like, fort dungeons. Are there any out here that I haven't done? Do I have any that are, like, grayed out? That I somehow know the location of, and yet I haven't gone through? Huh. Oh yeah, there are. Sundercliff Watch and more out there. Oh yeah, there's a good chunk of land over there. Okay. Well, I can't go to Cropsford. Huh. Let's go to Cropsford. Let's see if anything is developed there. I don't think it does, right? You just get the one update. And yet, very peculiar that it's grayed out. Has it actually updated again? Oh hey, I never actually cleared out this gate. Okay. Well, we ought to, yeah. We need to be careful so Prior Mabel doesn't get fucked up. There we go. Yeah, I think I kept it out here because it was very funny to see it so close to Cropsford. We go back to Cropsford and they are actually all dead. Because of the gate. It's just scamps living there, farting. Okay, I think we got them all. Alright, good. Well, let's head on in. Gonna do a quick save because the Creamy Man is here. For real though, I think thanks to the remaster, they have like hard-coded it to ensure Creamy Man survival rate. Head in here. Good. Travel up this way. Oh, he's dead as hell. He is dead as hell. There's no way he's making it out of that. Okay. Travel out here. Good. And then we need to jump down, right? My god, the Creamy Man lives? How can this be? Oh, he's getting blasted now. Oh. Okay, and then... Rending Halls is where I want to be. Great. Stash this. Okay. Open up the hall door. Whew. A little bit of money there. Take it. A Daedric battle axe. I'll leave that though. Okay. Further up. Corridors of Dark Salvation. Good. And out this way. Gosh, how many Oblivion gates have I closed at this point? I don't even know. I can't believe how bad our RNG was early on, though. For getting the sigil stones that I had wanted. That was unreal. And we still may not have enough. I haven't like mathed out exactly how I want it and all of that. We actually may need more. I think there's a high likelihood. Okay. Good, good, good. Man, the Creamy Man actually survived all that. That's ridiculous. Okay, so where is Cropsford? There's Culotte, or Culotte. Cropsford is over here. Oh. My magic was shooting off blanks. Oh, there it is. It just popped into field of view. Okay. I've discovered it again.
Greetings to you.
Hello.
It's my pleasure. Please, continue.
What's going on? Tell me a rumor.
The lands surrounding Lake Ramar are studded with small settlements, farms, and woodland game reserves.
Okay.
Bye.
I'm proud of what we've built here. You should be too. Cropsford wouldn't exist without the help you gave us.
Okay.
You too.
Hi.
Aloys Binkle?
I hope I can help.
A rumor?
Blackwood Company is gone. They were working high on Hist sap. That's why there were so many terrible accidents.
Why'd he say it like that, like he knew? Was he part of them? Okay. Sure. Can I enter their homes? Binkles' house. I don't think there's anything new going on here. Right? I think we've heard all this. I don't know why it was unmarked. Did it actually change an update here? I don't think it did. This seems the same to me as before. Right? Like I had said, I'm pretty sure they only get one update. Either it's in progress or it's done. Okay. We'll check the other building just in case. But like I said, I don't think there's any reason to be poking around. Yeah. Looks about the same. Yeah, I even remember the shelves being tipped over. Yeah, and the big old torn up treasure chests. I remember that. How odd. Okay, so we'll head over to Sundercliff Watch, which I don't even know why I have that as a location. Right? I don't even remember. Set a marker out there.
Thanks for asking.
Cyrodiil is surrounded to the north and east by the lovely Gerald and
Okay. There's a Timber Scar Hollow. Should I go into that too? No, we've been there. Okay. Oh, here we go. Fort Cedrian and Crest Bridge Camp, which we have been at the Crest Bridge Camp before. Oh, this is the fort. Oh my gosh, it's not much of one. Okay. I hear a woot root too. Is it in here? Ah, it is. Yeah, we could stand to follow the river that direction in search of more Nirnroot. What are we fighting? Oh my god, there's but a simple imp out here still? That's wild. Oh hey, Black Horse Courier. Got any news? A courier's fleeing for their life. Hang on, can I make you chill out? Do I have, like, calm? Demoralize. Let's see. Calm. Oh. What is this? Oh, it's a rat. Oh my god, I thought it was like a badger. Hello.
Sorry, no time to talk. I've
Night Mother
delivered these
Rituals.
copies of the Black Horse Courier. Here, have a copy. The Night Mother Rituals are on the rise.
I wonder what quest the game wants me to do next. Okay, let's go inside of this dungeon here. Like we had talked about. There we are. Good, good, good. We'll go to the left here. Anything? Anyone? Oh, there's someone down here. Marauder? Yep. I guess I'll swap to my regular magic then. Okay, Daedric Claymore. Old wooden door. Look at that. Some sort of lunatic down there. Let's hit him with a frenzy. Did it take? I don't know that it did.
Damn rats, always skirting around in the shadows, making me jumpy.
Okay.
Who's there? Am I supposed to be impressed?
There we go. Did that work? Did that work on him? No, it's because I'm not naked. Shit. Oh. Okay. I didn't think I got the other one, but sure. I'll take it. What have you got? Glass daggers on both of them. Sure. Fair enough. Let's get Gordon out for some healing. Check this chest. Take all that. Barrel filled with nothing much. Well, torch. Fort Cedrian Mausoleum. Okay. But up here. Another treasure. 83 big ones. Apple and rice. Shovel. Let's pick into this. Oh my gosh. There's so much water here. Okay. Can't loot the butt. It's part of a full skeleton. Treasure chest here filled with gold and a repair hammer. Okay. Let me check the local map. Alright, yeah, we have quite a few places we can still check in here. I wonder if they all link up to the mausoleum. I could see that being the case. Oh, hey, these are separate bones. Oh. Good.
Hello? Who's there?
Oh.
Ah, you'll never take me down.
Her little laugh. Ha ha! She's so fucking cool.
What's the matter, getting tired?
She's just going absolutely feral, too. Anything else good here? Staff of Conflagration. Meh. I do like that it applies light on target. That's fun. Okay. Good. Do I check that already? Yep. Dead end. Okay. Let me bring up the local map once more. And this goes to the Nibene Basin? Oh, shoot. Okay, maybe there's less to this place than I was expecting. Activate those balls there. Got some sort of power rat. Chop it. Oh, it actually increased my blade. That was the one I needed. Okay, alteration is up to 49 already. Oh, look. A free butt. And this, yeah, it also links up to the mausoleum. Okay. We'll head in. Fingers crossed for some Shadow Banished wine. Ooh, but I don't know if there will be any. This is such a Kingsfield-ass looking dungeon. It's gotta be said. Feels so fucking Kingsfield to me. If you're familiar with Kingsfield at all. I don't know if you heard of this little development studio. They're pretty niche. Not many people heard of them these days. From Software. That's right. They used to make Kingsfield. Way back in the day. Same people who do your Elden Ring, your Dark Soul. Anything good here? Ebony Dagger. No, thank you. Small crate. Nothing much. Barrel. Okay.
Do your worst. I'll hack you to pieces.
Armor crafter's gauntlets. Yeah, right. Crafting armor in Oblivion. You can't trick me. Yeah, right. Craft armor. Shut the hell up. You can't do that. You're full of it. Trying to get me to pick those up. Armor crafter's gauntlets. What a sick joke. You're fucking sick for making that one. Whoever named that shit, you're going to fucking hell. Sorry, I was gonna say you're going to Oblivion. You're going straight to the Deadlands. But it's like, yeah, man, you're going to hell. No, you know what? You're just going to hell. You're damned. I damn you. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. So how about this route over here? Oh no. Over this way. Oh shit. Gotta pick it. Very hard lock. Oh dear. Oh gosh, what's in here? Some sort of pissed fish. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is quite deep. I'm going to equip our water hat. Fin Gleam. Oh, you know what? It's not that bad. There's some bones. Oh, hey, there's butt too. So butts don't float. It's a living slaughterfish right there. Sucking some like algae off of the floor. Okay. Oh, there's a big old hole. Okay. Anything else good here? Doesn't look like it. Got some bones here, but is there a butt? Don't think so. Chest here, hard lock. What's inside? A little bit of money. So have I cleared out everything here except for going through that hidey hole? Yeah. Let's see, where is it? Straight ahead. What is down here? Some sort of superfish? We already killed the giant slaughterfish. Oh, royal cuirass. Oh my gosh, what is that? What's it do? Resist poison on self 7%. My god. What a find. Okay. Oh, and there's a butt here too? Sure. Big old statue. Potion of healing. Let's head on up. Ah! Alteration mastery increased. You've unlocked more arcane secrets of altering the fabric of reality. You can now cast journeyman level alteration spells. The flavor text for leveling up is doing a lot of work for making alteration seem way cooler than it really is. Okay, let me swap back to my normal hat. Now, is there any other type of alteration magic I can do now that's better? Let me take a quick peek. Let's see. Requires 75. See, my issue is I don't know if I have anything that is level 50. Ease burden. Hindering touch, oppressing grasp. Nope. Yeah, I don't know. Yep, they're all 75. Shit. We may have to cook something up. Okay, what's the best way out of here? To the wall and then to the left. Good. And then we need to exit this section. Okay. So if I just keep to the left, we'll eventually get out here. Uh-oh. It didn't work. Okay. Trying it again. Oh, here we are. Oh, no, wait. No, it didn't. I think I just looped back around to the mausoleum area. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Let's see. Oh, shit. Okay. Up here. Oh, I think I went right when I meant to go left. Maybe I was turning so fast, I thought I went left, but instead I was so fast, I thought that I went left, but I had actually gone right. Okay. Still a very beautiful time of day. Oh, hey, there goes the Black Horse Courier. Hold up. Do you have anything else?
Sorry, no time to talk. I have to deliver these copies of the Black Horse Courier. Have you heard of the Blackwood Company? Read all about them.
They're gone, though. They're toast. That's old news. Okay, over here. I'll destroy this friendly crab. Oh, okay. I don't know what happened to its soul. There we go. Did I pick up like a greater soul gem and the crab soul filled a really high level soul gem? I feel like that's exactly what happened. Is there anything in this river of interest? I don't think so. Okay. No signs of woot roots, unfortunately. Check around here. There's a little trail. Oh, where does the trail go to? Crayfish Cave. Why do I vaguely remember Crayfish Cave? Is there something weird inside of it? Huh. Let's go inside. I don't think this will have Shadow Banish wine. I think it's only ever the fortresses that can have it. But maybe. Okay. Oh, there are squiggles in here. Crayfish Steep. Okay. I don't know what a steep is when it comes to, like, geological features. I don't know what that is. A steep. Does it just mean like a steep incline? Maybe that's just shorthand. There we are. What else am I fighting? More crabs? Okay. Crayfish capillaries. What? Okay, I think we're just on some fantasy bullshit, calling it a steep. If one is called capillaries, they're... Okay. Maybe there actually is something about a cavern or like a grotto or whatever that does have a capillary. Could it be? Right, and they just called it that in sort of reverence of the body part? Maybe. Crayfish soggy bottom. What are we doing? Okay, I'm going into the capillaries, I guess. Excuse me, Gordon. Is this them over here? Yeah. Why not? Definitely hear something skittering around in here. Oh, it's a will-o'-the-wisp. Good. Wow, it had a grand soul. My God, look at it. Okay. Is there anything else around here? Let's get some speed. Up this way. There's a Minotaur Man and a Spriggan. Cool. What have we got here? Gold and a couple petty gems. Sure. Okay. Let's make way down here. Is this one dead? Yeah, this one I killed. Another Minotaur. Over here. Oh, we got a land drag. Okay. Good. Potion of healing, strong potion of dispel. Nothing that I want. Anything else in here? Got a hard-locked little chest. A little bit of money. Okay, I think we got everything in the capillaries. We'll head on out. There we are. Got this little extra bonus route to get out here. But I don't think there's anything of interest or value over here. Yeah. Okay, back into the cave. And then what are the other sections I need to check out here? There's the vents. Okay. Good. Scope it out. Another Spriggan. Chest filled with a couple common soul gems. No, thank you. Got a rat. Sorry, Gordon. Okay, over here, anything? Let's check out this area. Little chest shoved into this barrel. I think that's new. I don't remember ever seeing something like that. Huh. Greater soul gem, money, ebony chest piece. Okay. Anything else over here? There's a Crabulon. And a rat. Good. Let's pop open our journal or our map. Okay, we got a few areas here. Another rat. dealt with. And there's an ogre in here and a few rats. Land drag too. I think the rat died trying to hit me. The reflect damage effect killed it. Grand soul gem. I'll take that. Potion I'm leaving. Good. Strong potion of healing. Don't need that. The soggy bottom. Okay, we'll go there after we investigate these other little wings and stuff. Chest here. Orcish cuirass. A little bit of money. Okay. Sure. Wooden door down here. What's over this place? Oh, a land drag cavorting with some sort of ogre. Were they lovers? Okay. Good. Leaving that. Yeah, this is untread territory. Got another Minotaur. Ooh, this one's a Minotaur Lord. It's so close it couldn't even hit me. Okay, it definitely hit me that time. I think it was using a Dwemer battle axe. Or not battle axe, warhammer. Or maybe that's ebony. Yeah, it's ebony. Okay. Wow, a necklace of swords. I think this is my third or fourth necklace of swords slash maces or whatever. Hammers. Blunt. I forgot what the other one's called. Oh, my equipment is really screwed up right now. Oh, you know what? I forgot to drop off those welkins. Yeah, it's fine. What sigil stones did I get, by the way? Oh, some bad ones. Okay. Good. Let's get that repaired. Wonderful. Okay. And then, let's see. What else have I got down here? To the left. Sure. Is this the correct route? Yeah. Okay. Okay. About here. Gold and pearl. Alright. So we've searched all that. So let's go straight ahead right here in this big intersection to the soggy bottom. Okay. There we are. Pop this up. Okay. Sure, so we definitely haven't been in here. Pick into that. There we are. I feel like on average in Oblivion, the random dungeons and all of that, there's far more that are just like creatures, you know, just like monsters from the overworld, you know, relative to Skyrim. Maybe even relative to Morrowind, right? I feel like there's a surprising amount of dungeons there that just have like a random assortment of overworld enemies, like monsters. They're just monsters. You know, I feel like it's rare in Skyrim if you go into a dungeon and it's just filled with, like, only bears, or only bears, spriggans, you know, other nature-related stuff like a wisp mother, stuff like that. I think that's extremely uncommon. What other, like, random wildlife creatures are there? I don't know. I feel like part of it is owed to the fact that a lot of the random, like, creatures do have some sort of intrinsic tie to, like, I don't know, I hesitate to call them an enemy faction, but I'll use it. To, like, a type of enemy faction, you know? Because maybe you would go into a dungeon that had a spriggan at the start, or a bear at the start, but then you go in deeper, and suddenly, oh, there's some Chaurus in here. Which, you know, of course we all fucking love fighting Chaurus. But there, you know, there's extra context and meaning behind there being some Chaurus. Right? Which is super fun and cool. But then you keep going in further, and, you know, of course, if there's Chaurus, there's a very high likelihood that there's going to be Falmer. If you keep going in deeper, maybe it's a really big dungeon. It trains along for a while. Maybe there's some Dwemer Centurions that you fight. Right? Very cool, very fun, very neat. I think maybe I hesitate to say issue because, you know, there's very clearly like a lineage here. A lineage of them getting better at designing these sorts of open world dungeons that aren't necessarily tied to a quest or side quest or anything like that. Or even just like a miscellaneous, like, oh, I need potatoes for my bread, right? Not even tied to anything like that. But you go in here and you kill a whole bunch of minotaurs. In a perfect world, in the perfect version of Oblivion, they would have built more onto the whole idea of there being minotaurs. Because that should be fantastical. That should be wild. That should carry some extra meaning in the world building. The fact that in Cyrodiil, you know, you've gone in and you've found a whole bunch of minotaurs in a cave. Or even more so, in an Ayleid ruin. That definitely happens. I don't think we've gotten to that dungeon yet, that Ayleid ruin. But that should carry some extra meaning in a, like, world-building sense. You know, there should be something there where it's like, oh, this is a little freaky, this is a little wild that I've stumbled into this. Because, of course, you know, there's the link between hundreds, if not thousands of years ago, why minotaurs are significant with, like, Morahouse and St. Alessia. You know, there's major significance there. But unfortunately, Oblivion, the game itself, doesn't really ever explore that, you know? It doesn't really ever go out of its way to be like, oh yeah, this is why there's still so many Minotaur around here. Here's a quest about Morahouse. Here's a quest about St. Alessia. At most, you kind of just, like, gloss over them a little bit during parts of the main story quest. You know, not even Morahouse, but St. Alessia a little bit. You know, and even then, I think you get way more out of, like, Raymond's Cyrodiil, right? Oh gosh, another Minotaur Lord? Yeah, because at most when it comes to these sorts of overworld creatures, I think you probably get the most fanfare around the ogres, right? Which we've just done a bunch of quests about ogres. And even then, or maybe gobos. Yeah, either ogres or gobos is when it comes to just, like, quote-unquote monster enemies, right? It's ogres and gobos that have the most going on. Grand Ring of Steelskin. I'll take it. Okay. Good. Anything in there? Nope. But even that, even what ogres and gobos have, it lacks the sort of depth of, like, world building and lore. That's something like, you know, you run into a Dwemer ruin, you know, that has additional meaning. Or, right, that probably a bad point of comparison because the closest thing that Oblivion has to a Dwemer ruin is, you know, the Alien ruins. More so, I would say, like, I don't know, you go into a place and you find a whole bunch of, like, Charis. Something like that. And when it's not just monsters, you usually get a bunch of bandits, you know? Which, of course, isn't terribly fascinating either. Or it's like Draugr, you know? But when it comes to a Nordic ruin, you enter a Nordic burial site with Draugr, sometimes there is really cool shit, you know? And it ties in directly with the main story quest of Skyrim. You go in there, you fight a bunch of Draugr. Maybe you find a word wall, you know? Maybe there's a dragon priest in there with a cool mask. Well, I think every time there's a dragon priest, there's also a word wall, right? Which this isn't to say that, of course, you know, this is... Oh, look, hey, cool. Here's a little fun something or other. This Gobbo is back here getting blasted on beer. Okay. Cool, this is our little treat. This is our fun little treat. You go through the dungeon, then you're treated to a room with a dead Gobbo who was just drinking big time. Right? But yeah, this isn't to, like, dunk on Oblivion. More so, this is to, like, admire how far they've come with Elder Scrolls games in general, right? Don't get the wrong idea here. This is to sort of appreciate what they've done and how they've done it. Because I do think it's like there's been an improvement. I think so often, so many folks get caught up in the weeds and caught up in, like, I don't know, this, like, what I would say is the current, like, online cultural zeitgeist to, like, take a dump on BGS or whatever. And sometimes truly they fucking deserve it in some sense or another. Even coming from me as someone who enjoys stuff like Fallout 76 at launch or Starfield and stuff like that. The more controversial likes that I have. Even I'll be like, yeah, sure, you know, if you want to critique them on stuff like that, go for it, because it'll just improve. Hopefully it will improve things further down the line. But I generally do think that the dumbing down sentiment, in some places it's warranted, but in a lot of places it's fucking overreaching, right? Like when it comes to removing custom spells and all of that, you know, there's no other way around it. They took out custom spells. They're ridiculously overpowered, but there's, you know, there's no other way to say it than, like, you know, they're not here anymore, right? It's unfortunate that they couldn't figure out a way to balance it properly. Hopefully in the future they do, because it's very fun. But like I said, as you can see, extremely prone to being overpowered and just carrying you through the entire game, super duper easy style. But when it comes to, like, oh, the entire experience is dumbed down or whatever, I don't know. I think it's there's a significant, it's not all, but there's a significant amount of hullabaloo, if you know what I'm saying. There's a bit of hullabaloo. A whole lot of fussing over nothing. Look, I still haven't gotten to the steep. I guess we go through this route. There we go. It'll circle around to that upper level. Right, because all you have to do is go through a bunch of dungeons in Morrowind and Oblivion to see how far they've come. Right, how every time it gets a little bit better. You know, on average. This sort of dungeoneering experience. That sort of immersive sim-like experience. And like I said, it's no slight against Oblivion. No slight against Morrowind. Games which I do very much enjoy. More so a way of appreciating sort of the, you know, the refinement of the art, as it were. Let's see, I'm gonna take that. Oh my gosh, look at this freak. Yeah, and that's another one. And seeing a land drag here. We don't really have anything that... There's never really anything talking about land drags. As wild as they look, Same goes for Will-o'-the-Wisps, right? I think just recently we had, I want to say, like, one of the few quests where we really reckon with and talk about Will-o'-the-Wisps in any meaningful way, right? Where people are just like, yeah, aren't they weird? They lured a bunch of people out and they got killed by something else. And that's all. Nobody really knows much about them. They're just damn weird as hell. And land dregs, even less. Even less. I don't even think there is. Is there a land dreg tied quest? I don't think so. Let's see. Dead treasure hunter. 6 gold. Guess they didn't find much treasure yet. Okay, over here. Down and around this way. Great. Gonna blade up another level. Ring of Intelligence. Fortify int 8 points. That's awful. I'll take it. Okay, over here. But yeah, you would imagine that there would be some, at least a side quest or two, sort of exploring the idea behind land dregs, which stick out so much. They stick out so wildly. Same goes for Minotaur, you know? I feel like land dregs, especially given the prevalence of standard dregs and like talk of the Ruddy Man in that one side quest in Morrowind, and you know, like I said, how significant dreg are in greater lore. You would think that there would be like a quest. And not to reiterate again, but you know, with regards to Mora House and Minotaur, it's shocking that there's not really much talk about them. They're just here. They're just here. They just hang out. Right? They're just there. They serve as monsters for you to beat up. You know? There's no cool, fun tale on them like there would be if, you know, like hag ravens. So much is made about hag ravens in Skyrim. Deservedly so, when I feel like Minotaur should have a similar treatment, which isn't to say like people are turning into Minotaur, you know, but they sort of fulfill that sort of same role, right? Where they're a monster type enemy that is tied to like the real world cultural inspiration for that region. And there's even in-game lore for the in-game world cultural, like, not inspiration, but what the in-game region is supposed to have ties with. And you get that for hag ravens. You get a fascinating bit of it here and there. You know, you marry a hag raven accidentally. Whoops. Oh, my mother wants to become a hag raven. It's scary. She's going to turn me into one too. Oh, these people became them. Right? Stuff like that. And then ties with the Forsworn. It's cool. There just ain't that for Oblivion, you know? Minotaur are just hanging out, right? There's some rough connections you can make, like I said, with regards to Morehouse, St. Alessia's operations in the areas, all that. But there's never any, like, proper exposition about it. It would be great if there were, but alas, there just isn't. Oh shit, I just went back into the steep. What a fool I am. Okay, over here. And I do have to wonder if a lot of that is tied to team size. I don't know the difference between Oblivion's team size relative to what it was when they were working on Oblivion, full steam ahead on Oblivion versus full steam ahead on Skyrim. Right? Because a lot of that is just stuff where it's like, you know, you would have some people come along after, like, you have dungeon designers set up these modular dungeons and populate them, as we see here. You would also have a team come along and fill it with, like, some world building. You know, put a little note or journal or diary somewhere. Have it flesh things out. Place a little weird dude in the corner or whatever. Crying about, like, his Minotaur lover or something like that. I don't know. But you don't really get that, do you? Jeez, where am I even going? How does one escape this madness? Oh, right here. Okay, thank goodness. Okay. And sort of tied to that, they kind of did have an opportunity to even tack on more stuff with it, with regards to all of the various bits of DLC that they had for Oblivion. You know? They added all of these different fun little areas, these little, like, player houses. Well, a lot of them, they're all, like, intrinsically tied to guilds, you know? Like, if you're, I'm a fan of the Mages Guild, thus I should like to chill out in Frostcrag Spire. Battlehorn Castle is for me, the Fighters Guild lover, you know? They didn't really take any of those as an opportunity to, no, I don't want the weapon. To, flesh out the enemy types, you know? I feel as though Skyrim really went above and beyond to give a little bit more character, a little bit more depth to the various, like, monsters, the various enemies that you fight. Even bandits got kind of fleshed out, right? There's, like, run-of-the-mill bandits, like, oh, we're just people out here trying to make a quick buck, we're preying on people, we're mugging them for septums and all of that, right? But so too are there folks who are like, oh, we're actually vampires, right? Oh, we're Forsworn, right? We're more than just bandits. We're elevated from that. We have, like, a political agenda, and, like, we were wronged in the past, and sort of, like, their own world building, their place in the world fleshes out and builds out more of that, you know? It helps add more to like zest up, to flavor up the world by having the Forsworn be more complicated than just bandits, you know? It's cool and fun. And you could even make a case that this existed in Morrowind to a degree, because there's never anything that really, when it comes to Morrowind's monster enemies, there's not really ever anything that fully covers quite a few of theirs, like Kagudi, like Nixhounds, or like Elits. Ain't nobody really ever going around talking about Elits. Normally I wouldn't have even thought of this or even noticed it, especially within the purview of Morrowind. But make no mistake, it is Tamriel rebuilt, the popular ever-growing mod, which we play every Monday on the channel, that has sort of illuminated that for me, I would say. Because they do take the opportunity of like, oh, well, you know what, we noticed that there's not as much about Dreg in the game, so we're going to flesh that out. We're going to take the opportunity to take a closer look at Dreg in this area and how they may have tied into the rest of the overarching world, right? Tie it into like the Arnesian War and this little fishing village and all of that. Make something really weird and cool, you know? Or like the Armoon Ashlands, not Gwar, the Kagudi, you know, stuff like that. This is stuff that in Skyrim they kind of do, right? In Skyrim, BGS totally does it. And like I said, to reiterate, this isn't to like diss on Oblivion or Morrowind, or even prior, but I can't really speak there. It's to admire how far they've come, right? To sort of admire that it's good, right? They've done good. They keep getting better, right? It's nice that they keep getting better. It's cool, right? It's a good thing, right? It's not all doom and gloom in the way that a lot of folks would have you think. A lot of influencers would have you think that it's all downhill, right? That's not always the case. They've sure, every now and then there may be something that gets cut in the interest of time, or something that isn't to your personal preference. But overall, I would say broad strokes, improvements. You know, I would say improvements, broad strokes. Anyway, goodness, we've gone on for far too long. I got sucked in waffling about. We'll probably skip out on reading for this one, because like I said, I just got sucked into just running my mouth. All right, when next we return, I think maybe we'll keep searching along the Reed River, and we'll head all the way up to Vatican by Cheydinhal. and then we'll come back out here. We definitely want to go over to Sundercliff Watch at some point and explore that, because I would like to get all of my Shadow Banish wine stuff dealt with. Right? It'll eventually happen, but I just feel like it should happen now. It should happen now. We've just finished an arc, the Fighters Guild arc. I feel like we could do with an interstitial side questing, random world exploring video or two, you know? And then we'll start up, I guess, the Dark Brotherhood, right? And we'll save the main story quest for, not last, but at least of the core game for last. And then we'll eventually get over to the Shivering Isles, right? Okay, well, until next time, please take care of each other.